I'm pretty sure we live in a country where illegal immigrants pay more in taxes than citizen billionaires.
Oh, that's interesting. I like to hear that.
I can't prove it beyond the shadow of a doubt.
But it's just the feeling you get.
The last time they tried to collect data, they had collected solid data on it was in 2011. And this is, it's standing on pretty flimsy evidence, but I've seen both Fox News and MSNBC run stories on flimsier stuff, so I'm not sweating it that hard. Right. Because I'm telling you right now that it's standing on flimsy ground.
Right.
But I feel like if I dug into it, yeah, I'm pretty sure
that illegal aliens
pay more per dollar, like total number of dollars in taxes to the government than citizen billionaires.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
just in sales tax and basically off the book property taxes.
Right.
So that's a detriment to them anyway, though, right? It's still a detriment because you're coming into a place, you coming here illegally, and you're still getting played. Because you're losing more of your own money.
But they also get characterized as leeches and sponges on the system and, sending their money back home to their families and yada, yada. And I don't know. Everyone I know who was illegal or legal or somewhere in between that I've worked with, I mean, 9 out of 10 of them, I would take them on any work team I ever had over just about anybody I grew up with in White Bread Garden City.
Now,
I love y'all, but...
Right, but the problem I have, if you don't mind my jumping,
go ahead.
problem I have, come here the right way. That's all I'm saying. I can't come. I'm not gonna go up to Canada any kind of way going illegal. I'm not gonna cut through Mexico illegally. I'm not going to do that. I want to come in the right way, because if I understand in Mexico, you cross the border illegally and they decide they want to deal with me, they sending my butt to jail, or they gonna throw my butt back to America.
But I think
I'm not going to go. No, come here legally. Come here the right way.
Well, then how about let's not have a president that intentionally only processes 5% of the legal asylum claims that come in over a 4-year span, and then stands around and complains like there's a flood of immigrants at the border. No, dude, you ran the sewage department at 5% for 4 years, and the new boss came in and changed the filters. We still got all this sewage to go through. They've still been waiting. Do you know how much complaining I've heard about the $86 million that was set aside for hotel rooms for these asylum seekers?
Right, go ahead.
And they keep getting called illegal immigrants, even though people don't know the difference between asylum seekers and illegal immigrants. Which, by the way, is as soon as I check out from any immigration conversation.
And I know that there's a difference in the process.
It's super important for people to know. When you are seeking asylum, you have turned yourself into the authorities.
Right.
You literally put on a piece of paper, I am not supposed to be here.
Right.
I want you to help me, please.
Now, I know some illegal aliens in Florida. This is a long time ago, though. And I agree with you. They are the most productive and just the best work ethic I've ever seen. Anytime I've ever went outside my door, their garden was always beautiful. Always beautiful. And I remember my ex-husband at the time, his lawnmower went out. So they came over and mowed his lawn for him. So I mean, there are asylum seekers and there are people who come in illegally.
Yep.
That is true. But I will agree with you on that. They are just the most productive people. But what goes along with a lot of those illegal aliens coming over here is the destabilization of their countries, though, as well.
Well,
so that plays a part in it too.
Well, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I'm finding out that there are not a lot of Americans who know what a cruel and twisted joke it is. Although malls aren't really a thing anymore, but we used to have malls, and they had stores in these malls called Banana Republic.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember. Yep.
Yeah, I remember Banana
Republic. I remember that. Yep.
I am totally shocked to find out how many Americans don't know what Banana Republics are.
Right.
People don't know how many times the Marines have landed in Nicaragua. Do you guys know Marines?
Yep.
You guys know Marines?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
They have 3 jobs, from my understanding. They show up, they kick ass, and they go home. That's all they do.
Yep.
That's it. We have landed the Marines in almost every country of South America Latin America for the sole purpose of establishing better trade prices. We overthrew a government in El Salvador.
Yep.
For bananas.
Yep.
That's why it's called the Banana Republic.
And Nicaragua as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, literally every country except Costa Rica.
And so
we have had our thumbs in. So, at the end of the day, I want to echo your sentiment. As long as we understand we are the sole cause of the destabilization. We have overthrown their popularly elected governments. Right. We have sponsored international terrorism for decades.
Now, my husband is Army, former Army, and we had this discussion the other night, and I had to tell him. I said, "Look, I love this country. Okay, we have the freedoms that we have. Erik has a right to say what he wants to say, and that's great. And we have the tools in order to share information and to talk and
Absolutely.
to have, you know, semblance of peace to talk about these things, which are great.
Decorum.
Exactly.
No one's mad.
Right. No, we're having a good conversation here.
I said some cranky pants things.
Hey, that's okay.
Let's do it.
You know what? You said some things today where I'm like, I'm going to go look all that stuff up. I'm like packing it in my brain like right now because I'm like, I'm just that kind of a person where I'm like, I want to know what's going on in my world, even if the things that happened in the past are we all know are affecting us today. I want to know. I want to know what can I do to not let that happen again. You know what I'm saying? And the wool is not pulled over our eyes. And so we're talking about that. And I said, look, I know you're Army. I know you love this country, red, white, and blue, rah, rah, rah. But we contribute to some of this problem. And we have to admit that. Right? Yeah. And so, you know, and he was like, yeah, you're right. I said, what was the Iran-Contra scandal about?
Let's find
What
out.
was that? Right. I said, what was that about? I said, I was only in, how old was I? I was probably like 7, 8 years old. You was probably around that same age, right?
Yep.
Like, and we remember seeing Oliver North on TV talking about the Iran-Contra scandal. Yeah. And I was like, what was that about?
Remember when we used to have people in government who would just fall on the sword? Be like, no, it was all me.
Yeah.
It was all me.
Yep.
All me. Just send me to jail. J. Gordon Liddy?
Yep, I remember. Yep.
Send me to jail. I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing.
I am so enjoying this session, and I'm kind of glad we got kind of off topic.
Well, no, but I want to get back because
that was mostly me.
No, but you did ask me about vaccines, didn't
you?
Because you said an important word. You said loyalty.